I don't believe Jets fans have fully digested the pure and utter dominance that Quinnen Williams has put on the football field throughout the first 8 games of the 2022 NFL season. And the title of the video is not hyperbole. It isn't. It's data driven. And if you're going to call me crazy, you're going to have to bring some data to the contrary on your own below. Look forward to cutting it up with you. Now, let's define our terms and then 3 reasons why I'm not crazy. Number 1, the next Aaron Donald. Is Quinnen Williams going to be a Mount Rushmore defensive player in the NFL? Well, that's a high bar. However, I believe just like Aaron Donald has been recently, Quinnen Williams is about to be for the next 5 to 7 years the undisputable best defensive interior player in the NFL, bar none. And over that stretch, like Aaron Donald, I believe Quinnen Williams will win multiple NFL Defensive Player of the Year awards. Now, reason number 1 of 3, the production. Let's take a look at this year. Here's what Quinnen Williams is on pace for. In 2022, this is something I tweeted out yesterday, but the source is Pro Football Reference. Quinnen is on pace this year for 13 sacks, 11 tackles for loss, 34 quarterback hits. Aaron Donald, 2017, his first Defensive Player of the Year award, where he tallied 11 sacks, 15 tackles for loss, 27 quarterback hits. The production, it's going to be there. He's starting to put it together. Now, reason number 2, a lot of guys have had a kind of a fluky start to a season. They fall into some sacks, but the reason why the production matters is it's backed up by reason number 2, and that is the context. I don't even think the numbers speak to how dominant he's been. No one can block him right now. No one. There isn't a single individual human being on the interior offensive line that can hang with him. I was at a lot of training camps, including AVT. We love AVT. AVT is going to be an all-pro in his own right. Quinnen ate his lunch all summer. Ditto that Laken Tomlinson. Connor McGovern, it was cute, but he did his best on our own team. And now he's doing it to everybody in the NFL. He's also being double-teamed as high of a rate as any defensive interior player not named Aaron Donald. I mean, think about the Green Bay game. 2.5 sacks. He blew up 2 screen passes. He knocked down a pass, and then he blocks a kick. You get 2.5 sacks, you're ending possessions. You swipe away a kick, you're 3 points off the board. Quinnen Williams, you could say, was easily worth 10 points in that game as a defensive tackle. Where'd they do that at? That's crazy. Absolutely insane. The eye test is even more absurd than the numbers. He is just so powerful and so much wiggle for a man who is 315 pounds. And reason number 3 is the pedigree and the age. So we see the production and we have the context, but it's also backed up by this man being as talented a football player as anybody who entered his draft. Number 3 overall pick, not a reach by any standard. Daniel Jeremiah had him as the most talented defensive interior player he said he's ever evaluated. Ever. And bundled into that is the age of being 24 years old. And if you look at other defensive interior player, it's a late blooming position. They pop 24, 25, 26. And Quinnen was really damn good in year 2. An elite stretch on the back half of year 2. And then injured year 3. Putting it together in year 4. This is the man we're going to have for the majority of the next decade. He's going to make life hell for the quarterbacks in our division. And I would cut a blank check to keep him here. It's not crazy. Damn, this kid's good.